Do you want to learn English in a fun and exciting way? Listening to real stories helps you understand grammar and vocabulary naturally. Today's story will not only entertain you, but also teach you useful English without you even noticing. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell. We've got fresh stories every single day. It was a bright Saturday morning. A boy named Marcus woke up feeling fresh and ready for the day. He had planned to go downtown to meet a friend, maybe grab a burger, and hang out for a bit. The weather was perfect, and everything seemed normal. Marcus got dressed quickly, grabbed his hoodie, slipped his phone into his pocket, and left the house. The city was buzzing. People walked up and down the streets, buses rumbled past, and the smell of coffee and food filled the air. Marcus stopped by a small cafe to grab a drink before meeting his friend. The cafe was cozy. He stood in line behind a man who wore a gray jacket and seemed to be in a hurry. The man kept checking his phone, typing fast, and switching it between his hands. Marcus paid for his coffee, grabbed it from the counter, and turned to leave. As he reached into his hoodie pocket for his phone, he felt something odd. The phone didn't feel like his. He pulled it out and stared at the screen. It was not his lock screen. The wallpaper was a photo of a city skyline at night. Marcus had a picture of his dog on his phone. His heart skipped a beat. He must have picked up the wrong phone. He looked around, but the man in the gray jacket was gone. Marcus checked the time. He was supposed to meet his friend soon, but now he had someone else's phone. Okay, don't panic, he thought. I just need to find a way to return it. He walked outside and sat on a bench. The phone didn't have a password. That surprised him. He opened the recent calls and saw one number at the top, just saved as D. Before he could decide what to do, the phone buzzed. A new message appeared. Bring it to the usual place. Don't be late. Marcus blinked. What was that supposed to mean? Another message popped up. No excuses. We meet at exactly 2 p.m. Marcus checked the time. It was almost 1. He considered turning the phone in to the police. But something made him curious. What was this meeting? Who was D? And why was this phone unlocked? He opened the photo gallery. Most pictures were random streets, buildings, signs, nothing personal. No selfies, no family photos, just urban images. Some had numbers written on sticky notes. One had a map with an X marked on it. His curiosity grew stronger. He stood up, took a deep breath, and made a decision. He was going to that meeting. The message hadn't given a location, just the usual place. That wasn't helpful. But Marcus noticed that one of the photos showed a bus stop sign. He recognized it. It was only a few blocks away. He hurried toward it, weaving through the busy streets. When he reached the spot, he looked around. Across the road stood an old bookstore with faded letters on the window. He remembered seeing it in one of the photos. He crossed the street and walked in. The place was quiet. Dusty shelves lined the walls. A woman sat behind the counter, flipping through a book. Marcus walked to the back of the store, where he saw a door slightly open. Inside was a small room with 2 chairs and a table. He stepped in and waited. At exactly 2 p.m., the door opened. A man in a black coat walked in. He didn't look surprised to see Marcus. He sat down across from him, pulled out a black envelope from his jacket, and slid it across the table. Same plan, the man said, then stood up and left. Marcus didn't move for a second. His mind raced. He opened the envelope. Inside was a single piece of paper. It had a list of names, dates, and locations. At the bottom were 2 letters, DT. "Who is DT?" Marcus whispered. Suddenly, the phone buzzed again. "Change of plans. Go to the pier at 3. Don't trust anyone." He looked at the time. He had 30 minutes. Instead of running away, Marcus was now fully involved. He didn't know why, but he felt like he was part of something bigger, something secret. He left the bookstore and headed to the pier. The walk took about 20 minutes. He arrived early and stood behind a stack of wooden crates, watching. At 3 p.m., a man in a blue suit arrived. He had a briefcase. He stood near the edge of the dock, looking around. Then another man approached. He wore a brown cap and handed over something small, a flash drive. Marcus held his breath. Suddenly, a loud voice called out, "Police! Drop everything!" Officers appeared from both sides, shouting and pointing. The 2 men tried to run, but they were quickly caught. Marcus stepped back, heart pounding. One of the officers noticed him. "Hey, you there! Come here!" Marcus froze. He held up the phone. "I found this," he said. "It's not mine." He told the officers everything, from the cafe mix-up to the messages and the bookstore. They took the phone and the envelope, then asked Marcus to go with them to the station. After giving a full report, Marcus was allowed to go home. That night, he lay in bed thinking about the day. He had started with coffee and ended up in the middle of something like a spy movie. The next morning, he got a call on his own phone. It was the police. They told him the phone belonged to an undercover agent. The real owner had been following a group involved in illegal deals. Somehow, Marcus had stepped right into their operation. "Thanks to your help," the officer said, "we were able to catch them in action." Marcus couldn't believe it. From a simple mistake, he had helped stop a crime. He smiled. Sometimes, picking up the wrong phone can lead to the right adventure. Stories like this help you learn real English in a way that's fun and unforgettable. You just experience structures like reported speech, conditionals, and phrasal verbs without studying any boring rules. That's the magic of story-based learning. If you like this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss a new one. And let us know in the comments, what would you do if you found someone else's phone?